If all of this is fake, then why has the story survived for so many years? I'm Kim, and this is Hun Channel.
Hidden in the outskirts of Hong Kong, there is an abandoned school surrounded by graves. Once a place of learning, it later became a site whispered about in fear. Some say the land carries the weight of war and forgotten deaths. Others believe the stories were created by imagination, rumor, and silence. But when teenagers entered this campus in 2011, something happened, and Tat Tak School was never seen the same way again. Chapter 1. A campus surrounded by graves. Before the legend even begins, the location already tells its story. Tat Tak School, located in Pingshan, Yuan Long, Hong Kong, is a place that many people regard as mysterious and deeply unsettling. Now abandoned, the school is surrounded by graveyards on all sides. Whether by day or by night, it seems perpetually wrapped in an invisible energy that lingers in the air. The sense of the supernatural here does not come merely from abandonment, nor solely from its proximity to burial grounds. Rather, it feels as though the land itself has long been shaped and disturbed by something unseen. Yuan Long is a district marked by constant change and a history stained with blood. It was once a strategic battleground in the new territories during times of war, and it is believed that the remains of countless soldiers were buried across this region. The site where Tat Tak School stands appears to carry this weight of history, quietly radiating an ominous presence. Nearby cemeteries, ancestral halls, and places where villagers still perform ancestral rites all contribute to the school's heavy atmosphere. For those who venture here in search of the supernatural, fear seems already embedded deep within the soil beneath their feet. Chapter 2. Before it became a haunted school, Tat Tak was once a place of learning, nothing more, nothing less. The history of Tat Tak School is not entirely shrouded in darkness. There was a time when it was a respected and thriving educational institution. Founded in 1931 by the Tang clan of Pingshan, together with local villagers, the school was established to provide education for children in the surrounding communities. At its peak, Tat Tak enrolled more than 700 students and was one of the largest schools in the area. In 1961, the school underwent further expansion and relocated to a new campus on Pingshan Nam Park Road. Facilities were upgraded, and the site that would later become a focal point for paranormal exploration was born. The school featured a classic U-shaped architectural design, with a central assembly hall, classrooms on both wings, and a playground nearby. Dense woodlands surrounded the campus, creating what would have once been an ideal learning environment for children. Yet, as time passed, Tat Tak's glory slowly faded. In 1998, due to declining student enrollment, the school officially closed. In the years that followed, the campus fell into neglect and decay. It was from this moment onward that unsettling stories began to spread. Chapter 3. War, mass graves, and the gaps in history. How does fear fill the blanks left by unverified history? The haunting rumors surrounding Tat Tak School did not emerge without reason. According to local accounts and village anecdotes, the land on which the school stands was once a mass burial ground. This belief is rooted in two historical periods. The first dates back to 1899, when Britain took over the new territories. Violent clashes reportedly broke out between local villagers and British forces, resulting in significant casualties. Many bodies were said to have been discarded and buried hastily across the area. The second period occurred in 1941, during the Japanese occupation of Hong Kong in World War II. Local villagers who resisted the Japanese army were allegedly massacred, and their bodies were abandoned and buried near what is now Tat Tak School. These tragic events are believed to form the dark historical backdrop of the site. However, it must be noted that none of these claims have been definitively confirmed. No official records, neither in New Territories archives nor in wider Hong Kong news reports, can conclusively verify these stories. Whether these accounts are echoes of historical trauma or projections born from humanity's fear of the unknown remains uncertain to this day. Chapter 4. The Red-Clad Female Principal. A tragic ghost story, yet one that fails to stand up to scrutiny. Among all the tales associated with Tat Tak School, none is more widely known than the legend of the female principal in red. According to the story, a principal dressed in red committed suicide by hanging herself and became a vengeful spirit, often appearing in the school's female restrooms. Yet upon closer examination, this tale quickly begins to unravel. Local residents have stated that Tat Tak School never had a female principal. Furthermore, there are no police reports, hospital records, or news articles documenting any such suicide. With no verifiable evidence, the credibility of this story is highly questionable. Despite this, the legend has persisted and evolved over time, gradually transforming into what many now regard as a true haunting. Why has it endured for so long? The answer may lie in symbolism. In Hong Kong's horror culture, the image of a woman in red is a powerful and deeply ingrained symbol, representing tragedy, resentment, bloodshed, and unresolved suffering. Bathrooms, meanwhile, are confined, hidden, damp spaces associated with vulnerability and unease. When these two elements are combined, they form one of the most terrifying archetypes in the collective imagination. Chapter 5. An afternoon in 2011, 12 teenagers, and an incident with no turning back. On September 20th, 2011, 12 junior secondary school students decided to organize a paranormal exploration. The group agreed to visit Tat Tak School together. Upon entering the campus, several of them immediately reported feeling a strange and oppressive atmosphere. As they approached the basketball court, they noticed graves concealed within the surrounding overgrown grass. Soon after, faint and intermittent footsteps could be heard. Suddenly, one of the girls stopped in her tracks, trembling, and pointed toward a grave. She claimed she saw a woman dressed in red, crouched over the tombstone, crying. In an instant, panic erupted. Fear swept across the campus as the rest of the group fled in terror. According to those present, what should have been a 4-minute walk to the nearest light rail station took nearly 30 minutes. After escaping the area, the girl who reported the sighting became severely distressed. She began choking herself and emitting abnormal sounds. This widely reported paranormal incident ultimately led to the girl being hospitalized. The case attracted significant public attention and once again propelled Tat Tak School into the spotlight as one of Hong Kong's most infamous haunted schools. Chapter 6. A fake haunted house, a real film set. When props, rumors, and fear overlap, Over the years, Tat Tak School's reputation has been amplified by repeated media coverage. Eventually, the site took on a new role. It became a popular filming location for horror movies and paranormal television programs, as well as a frequent destination for urban explorers and ghost hunters. Its abandoned and eerie appearance made it an ideal backdrop for fictional horror narratives. However, after filming concluded, props left behind by production crews were often mistaken for authentic historical remnants. Objects resembling prison cells, for example, were believed by some visitors to be remnants of an old detention facility. Rumors even circulated claiming the school had once served as a secret British military tribunal. These misunderstandings only deepened the site's aura of mystery. Yet, the truth may be far more mundane. Tat Tak School may simply be an abandoned campus, nothing more. Perhaps there are no spirits at all. The stories that surround it may instead be reflections of human fear, projected onto a place shaped by neglect, history, and imagination.
I'm Kim. Please subscribe, like, and share. And stay with me. You will never face the dark unknown.